I'm not really sure if I want to make this a video talking about how I feel about attack helicopters or jets or some of the things that got talked about in the initial squad Kickstarters and whether or not I think they would work within squad gameplay, or if I just want to show the gameplay and give people an idea of how your average attack helicopter mod works within the context of squad. I'll probably do both and try to keep the explanation as brief as possible, but if you want to go straight to the gameplay, it begins at this timestamp here. For the sake of time, I'm not going to be talking about jets, just attack helicopters, and there's a couple things I want to clarify to start. There's three main ways that I see people try to justify the introduction of attack helicopters into squad. The first way is through attack helicopters that actually aren't all that powerful or aren't all that different from what we have in game currently, such as the ones that you can find in the SDK already that are just transport helicopters with dumbfire rockets strapped to the side, or something like a little bird that's lightly armed, or something like a hind that only has dumbfire rockets, that kind of deal, not full-fledged attack helicopters with ATGMs, thermals, etc. I'm not going to address that here. I think there might be potential for something like that to potentially work. I don't think it's really all that immersive unless you have it against irregulars or something. I would feel kind of stupid if I was playing as the US Army and saw a hip with dumbfire rockets doing strafing runs on a logi truck. It just doesn't really feel like modern combat to me. It feels like a battlefield game. But, you know, that's theoretically possible and that's something that could theoretically be done. The other two ways I see people try to justify them are either through A, adding somewhat realistic attack helicopters and then countering them with very realistic SBAA or equally powerful countermeasures to how powerful the ATGMs on the attack helicopter will be, or B, limiting the scope of the attack helicopter until it fits more with squad gameplay. And although I could talk about option A for a long time because it's the kind of thing that I would like to see if it was actually implemented, and how it would be incredibly difficult to do and all the issues that you see with games that actually have realistic attack helicopters like War Thunder and the relationship between armor and CAS, and I could talk about that for a while, but I don't want to bloat this, and in the end it's entirely infeasible really because there's no way in hell that there would ever be enough development time dedicated to a new asset in squad to the point where it would actually have all of the function of real attack helicopters or be as powerful as real attack helicopters and have equally powerful and complex counters like SBAA. Just the amount of development time alone to introduce all of the new systems that those would introduce if they were done realistically is infeasible. I really cannot see there being a realistic introduction of attack helicopters in a game like this, so I don't really think it's worth talking about. But anyway, we'll move on to option B because that's what most of the mods are doing here. They're using existing projectiles, they're using existing systems, they're adding a couple of new things, and then they are trying to make it work within standard squad gameplay. And that's pretty much what you're going to see here. And to be honest, the reason why I don't think this works is something that I will just explain as the gameplay rolls. I don't think that's friendly.
That is friendly.
I don't see that icon.
Friendly. Where's art?
A couple of notes as we're getting into the helicopter here. I have a lot of experience with the CAS helis in the original Heli Mod, and we actually did a couple of live games with them as well, although they were very, very small and weren't exactly standard squad matches. So I'm not new to this whole concept, but I am very much new to the way that this mod works. And basically what we did here is we went into the private server where they have it running in the custom browser. But and I hopped in a helicopter, did some practicing, figured out the max range of the ATGMs, and then jumped straight into a live server. And this is our first match. We have basically no understanding of how the AA or the radar works.
Thermals on. Good to go. Let's get an idea of what the map looks like right now. Okay, shit ton of infantry.
Radar says contact.
I got Sea-Wiz.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I got Sea-Wiz riding the border.
Which border? East
Right
border.
there.
Okay, can I have FTL?
Give me a second. Tank as well.
You have eyes on sky, little bird. I see it.
No, I'm looking at
12
tanks
o'clock,
right now.
same altitude, low.
Apache out there too.
Little bird's closer, right to left. It's over the hangars. There it is.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna inch out of protection zone. You can ATGM it if you see range. And then we'll duck back in.
Range.
Stable.
On Apache, I don't have Little Bird.
Stable. I'll watch for Little Bird.
Waiting for him to line up. He is laggy.
He's
Let
coming
him be
in.
fire. Main
He's
protection.
coming in.
Main protection.
Okay. Well, that works for
Main
us then.
protection.
He's gonna hit it. Yep.
Yep.
Engaging gameplay. Apache down. Look for Little Bird.
Okay. Eyes on Little Bird. Chinook. I don't got Little Bird yet.
There's no friendly helis up. You're seeing shit in the sky. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Moving closer.
He's like desyncing. He's got eyes on us. He's like sitting right.
Okay, I have no idea what kind of range he is, so I'm gonna go back, blurring line of sight with him, and ride extremely low on north border. I think the Little Bird's our biggest threat in terms of air-to-air. I don't really know though.
Probably.
A couple of quick points of clarification. Our ATGMs only have a max range of 1500 meters, so although we can see everything from main, when we want to go engage it, we have to hit a border and inch towards it in order to actually get within range to hit it. The main issue with this is we have to keep constant lookout for the other helicopters since they can pounce us while we're doing this. The entire gameplay loop for this is just watch out for enemy helicopters, hit ground targets, or maybe fight for air superiority so that you have time to hit ground targets. But the respawns are so fast, and the fact that there's always two helicopters up on the enemy team makes that very difficult. So traditionally, for most of this, you're just going to see us avoiding enemy air contact.
Chinook's direct south. Eyes on tank. Abrams in sight. Don't see AA. Abrams sees us. Theoretically.
Breaking line of sight.
In range.
Stable. Your call. Watch out for Abrams, though. Let's focus Abrams. I'm going to give us very slight lateral movement. Once you have line of sight, tell me.
Eyes. Stabilize.
Stable.
Sounding.
I'm moving when next shot comes in, or when you hit.
Contact.
Well, he hit us with the second shot. Are we... What was distance? I kind of thought we would be out of his like rangefinder range and he'd be guesstimating.
Well, he's a crack shot.
This is kind of an example of balancing through unrealistic gameplay. We have a very artificially reduced range, and the tank is capable of hitting us well within the range of our ATGMs, which is very unrealistic. The tank also has thermals to match our thermals, so it can keep pretty decent eyes on us. And in the end of the day, it kind of works. It feels bad. It feels pretty fucking corny that we have to get within knife fighting range of a tank in order to take it out in, you know, in a CAS helicopter. But in the end of the day, it kind of works around Squad's current gameplay without introducing too many huge issues. And I think in the end of the day, if it was just that, if it was just the fact that we had to dance a little bit too close with ground targets to kill them, and in turn they would have a decent advantage against us, or maybe giving AA vehicles slightly longer range missiles than we're capable of firing ourselves, it could be pretty fun. But the thing that was just constantly ruining the experience for me, at least, was the enemy helicopters in this round and the next one. And we'll go ahead and skip ahead to when they start really becoming a problem.
Yeah, but depends on everybody pays attention. You hit ceiling, I think.
I mean, we could grab the Tunguska and go murder him. Except our heli will...
I think that's not allowed.
That too. Oh, our heli's back.
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll just do the same thing as last time. I'll be fine.
Start stream. Yeah, round two.
Round two.
Thermal's on,
He's,
stabilizer
southeast
on.
direct, I believe.
Southeast direct.
High. Southeast, off the nose.
Yeah, eyes on.
Is he looking at us?
The gun's pointing straight down, so no. Like,
Okay,
we can
here's the
close
plan.
in on where he is.
Do you have a rangefinder on him? Are we within range?
No rangefinder yet.
Okay, I'll get altitude on him, and we'll get shot down by something random, I guess. I don't know.
No, it'll be fine. Probably. He's engaging the little bird right now.
Okay,
Waiting
pushing
for...
towards him till rangefinder.
Don't have elevation to keep rangefinder on, but you can edge towards him, yeah. Yep. He's moving. I think he sees us. How does he know?
Okay, we're gonna break then. I don't really want to go dogfighting with him over there. Maybe
Yeah.
the same as last time.
Sea-Wiz is out there too. Sea-Wiz is right there.
We'll get back into main protection, do some spotting, look for a Vic to go hunt down.
Hangar's getting attacked. Let me see what's out there. Eyes on again. He's facing us. And that's Sea-Wiz. There he is. RA is engaging him. Or not
Vic's
AA.
worth hitting.
Stabilize. Not in ATGM yet. No, he's fucking hit. Took quite a few hits, but it's 762 and he's probably lagging out.
Let's look for Vic's. I'll ignore him for now.
Gotcha. No one in thermal out of main. Few Logis, AAs out there. No significant Vics. Maybe a transport helo. That's about it. Boomerang just shot. What was that? Transport. Yeah, Apache's like swinging back and forth, making attack runs on the transport. You don't want a J turns that guy. No range. I don't think HE does anything to the transport. I think it's a no kind of fight right now out there. Unless he gets his tail rotor. Then we can finish him.
That's a Logi right there, isn't it?
I like how every time he gets a hit, it lags out. Yeah, that transport is completely fine.
Do you see any other Vic? Everything else is hostile. You're looking at the only friendly Vic on the map.
Yeah. No, nothing else.
You sure?
Empty transports. Yeah, there's a anti-air out there, but that's about it.
Check where the tank was previously.
Oh, it's dead. Called over command chat. Transport, I guess. Can engage that. Send the missile.
Okay. Mark it on map roughly. I'm gonna hit east border.
Apache's R2B and getting to an
Sparks off the
spot.
right. That vehicle is taking contact.
Yeah, it's a transport. Enemy.
Командир был снят с должности.
Okay, I'm gonna stabilize here. And then inch my way
Stabilize.
south.
Okay, toes up, ready. Anti-air is in the middle of the airfield. Range. Range,
Okay,
range,
hard
range.
stopping. Hold up. Stable. Go for
Sand
it.
dune.
Okay,
Kill.
heading back.
Reloading.
Kill.
Got an AA vehicle in Soviet. I think it's just out of our range. We can push towards it, but it's a risk. We got contact and destroyed hangars.
Infantry.
Yeah, single guy. It's not much.
Okay, we're within,
Not worth it.
we're within ATGM range. We
Yeah,
can cannon that pretty easily if the hangars aren't, you know, cutting out of view.
they're not swarming. There's only like one or two. Two max.
Okay, keep scanning for Vix then.
Yeah, Little Bird's out and over.
Radar's picking something up.
Apache's
2 o'clock,
out.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's the Sea-Wiz. It's anti-air. Apache's making low pass to the left. Chinook's out. Apache's out too. MRAP's approaching the hangars.
Go for the MRAP for now.
I have no
Range.
rangefinder.
Use marks on map. I'll get you close.
Right here.
Okay, we'll take north border again. Just watch out for Apache.
Hold up. Apache's direct off her nose to the left. He's fighting with the... Again. He's beeline? No.
Let's pounce him.
Oh, I might have range in a second. If
Okay.
we move towards Botha.
Stabilizing. I'll let you take a shot and then we'll go.
He's aiming at us. He's aiming at us.
Go for it. Shoot. I'm roughly stable.
Range, 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 range.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Tell me if I need to
Dodge,
break.
dodge, dodge. Toes inbound. Break, break, break.
Breaking. Going back to main protection. I'm gonna kill your shot.
Yeah,
There's another on us, I think.
reloading.
I heard.
Yeah, Little
something
Bird's
that
on us as
probably
well.
wasn't the Apache.
Yeah, it's Little Bird. He's on us as well. Is that friendly tank?
It was a
That's friendly tank.
VTR.
Yeah. Get the rearm real quick. Get back out.
It's shooting at us. We should be in main protection soon. Yeah, it's
I think you
currently
can list
flying
slight
this
left. Apache's within range. Send toes on. Even kill the boomerang. Touchdown, right?
thing. Hmm?
Yeah, we can edge out of main protect. Yeah,
We need
take
to-
off. We're rearmed.
Okay.
Edge out of main protection. I should have him. Don't tilt back too far. I should. Yeah, I have elevation. Once you touch out of main, I'll send a missile right away.
I'm not sure when that is. You're gonna be the one who finds out.
We're
I'll go close to stabilized.
yeah, and then just edge forward, and I'll just roll into
Try
it.
now.
Still,
Yeah, you have
keep
range, you
going,
have
keep
range.
going, keep going, keep going. Main
Just
protection.
shoot. Oh, okay.
I can't. Main protection. Yeah. Just let it list forward.
Gaining altitude.
I sent it.
Okay, stabilizing if I can. You're overcorrecting. Reload now, so you can send the next one. Oh,
Dead.
good hit.
Killed.
Okay, edging back in until we have eyes on Little Bird.
Gotcha. Looking for a Little Bird. Chinook's gonna make a landing. Elo's down.
The Chinook.
No. Just calling it. Command.
Oh,
I get the feeling that's their Little Bird sitting outside our main.
are you
Sideways.
Does it rearm instantly?
Yeah, rearmed. Really fast.
Spotting within protection.
Right that border.
I'm staying. in
Yeah, that's
protection
their
as
Little
well.
Bird.
Oh, nice. This guy dead?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's on the ground
I'm right
sideways.
north border to scan for ground targets.
Oh, I didn't know it was nighttime. It's really grainy right now. I think I got a tank out there.
Give me a mark.
No, MRAP.
You
Right.
still hit it. Give me a mark, roughly.
I think it's. If it was alive, it wouldn't be glowing, right?
I don't know.
It's the other side of Soviet. So if you want to border, it's like in pretty good depth away.
I'll just write east border then. Keep looking for other targets.
Yeah, I
Should fly lower,
got sea whiz
but-
in my eyes.
Kind of hard. It's hard to see your instruments at night. Your visibility is good. but
Yeah,
your instruments
tank's
are
rolling out of
actually-
main right now.
Okay, give me a marker on where we want to engage it, and I'll get into range.
174 from our pause. He's running towards the road. It's like right outside Gastown.
Okay, I'll go hard
But
on the border. So you
AA's
see us.
lining up on us, moving parallel with us.
How close?
Alright, I have range.
AA
He's
is-
like 700. Yeah, AA's real close. Let's move parallel with us.
Stable.
I don't have range.
Stable.
I lied.
Give me
No,
a
it's not
marker
gonna hit him.
as quick as you can.
Tank's range. That direction.
Seaways is not looking at us.
Nope. Yeah.
I'm inching till you have
Tank.
range.
Okay, just an inch forward. His gun's up. Range? I don't know. Range.
Halting.
Stable?
Give me a sec. Nope.
Sending.
Stable. Reload while it's in the air.
Above. Reloading. Tanks looking at us.
Take
Get
one
ready
more
to
shot.
list. Counteract. I don't got the head of the vehicle. What? Is it passing over it?
Probably. Waving now.
Give me one more.
Tank just shot near us.
Yeah. Oh.
We just took contact from the city tank. It's on our logi. 3 logi.
Okay.
Came from there.
Apache's up in 3 minutes.
Yeah, this thing under 20
Oh.
stops behaving.
Some kind of risky.
under 20 it stops behaving. Like it feels normal, it feels fluid, it feels good, and then under 20 it just follows a different rule set.
Loaded. Good to go. Those loaded.
Do you want to hit it from the same angle?
Yep, same
I'll go
angle.
lower this time and try to be sneakier. Go all the way to the corner of the map and then come in so we're not over the road ever.
Oh, thermals will tell him where we're at. He's still in the same spot. He's a little bit north of Gastown.
Good news is I have nothing on radar at all.
Yeah, nothing's up. Little Bird's been taking care of people. Our Little Bird's down, so we might need to reset it. Got a Bradley right in the border as well, heading towards the river.
Give me a
Tank
mark.
sees us. Tank sees us. We're out of range of it. On this crest.
How confident are you that tank
He's not
sees
tracking us. I see his gun barrel pushing towards us. He's not looking anymore. You can go for it. Cut in.
I mean, what's your range?
Uh,
It's all about the range. I
I-
need marks
I
all
don't.
the time.
he's very close. Very.
That's 25. That was a bad mark, I think.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah. He's ranging us, yeah. Trying to range us right now.
Is that a Bradley
Yeah.
shooting at us?
No, it's his MG.
Let's go after an easier target. Something near destroyed or something.
Go to Soviet real quick. We'll reset. Gotcha,
Reset
bud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right after we cap.
Put a marker on it. Oh no, your gun's not going to work on it. It has to be my Hydras, I think. Or
Yeah,
ATGM.
I'll tow it.
Yeah, just put a marker
tow
on
it.
it and I'll get you us 15. While I'm getting 15, look everywhere else for helis.
Lining up.
Still nothing on radar.
Yeah, I don't got anything out there. Uh-oh. I can't reset it. We're too low on tickets.
Okay.
Oh, MGS is engaging us.
I'm just gonna hold and let you ATGM him. Give me a sec. Give me a compass bearing.
1, 2, 3. Pretty much on
No,
the
it's
mark.
not set. You're gonna have a hard time with that.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm only
Tank
going
shell
to
just went past us.
Yeah,
Moving
he's still
heavily.
sniping us from Gastown.
Oh, I might have just fucked us with piloting here. Nope, we're good.
I'm dead.
Oh, wow. Hacks.
Jeez.
Obviously hacks.
Shouted for the end.
Yep. Oh, at least we killed something.
Couple things.
Hey, every other squad sucks.
Yeah, you guys
Wanna do
are
it
literally
again?
playing defense on invasion.
Might as well.
Did somebody just call this invasion?
I'm dyslexic.
Somebody just called it invasion.
Basically invasion.
So, does it work? To be honest, it works kind of surprisingly well if you look at it from a purely balancing standpoint. You'll notice that we basically spent the entire time fighting for air superiority, fighting other helicopters, or staying out of other helicopters' line of sight and avoiding them, and when we finally did manage to achieve it, we were presented with multiple targets, and we honestly couldn't take them out. We tried once in the beginning with the tank and we died. We lost that fight because we have to get within his range and then we have to remain perfectly still to actually hit him, which in turn gives him a decent chance of spotting us with his thermals and returning fire, and a good gunner will kill us first. We also need to shoot him twice. He only needs to shoot us once. And so your average engagement against a ground target, you have some advantages, but you also definitely have some disadvantages, and it could go either way. And once we were presented with 3 targets, in the end, after we completely achieved air superiority, in a real attack helicopter, they just would have been fucking dead. Minus maybe the AA, because, you know, it would have countered us, but they would have been absolutely toast. And in this mod, we couldn't actually kill anything when we had air superiority. We went after those targets, they all started shooting back, it got too hairy, we dodged, we went to the middle to try to reset a helicopter, and the entire map is still shooting projectiles at us, and we can't even tell how far away they are, or at least I can't as the pilot. And so you can see that it's kind of just equal between the ground targets and the helicopter, and then the biggest issue for the helicopter is the other helicopters that it has to take out to really be able to pursue the ground targets without being tunnel visioned and pounced. The issue is that it is just so incredibly, stupidly unimmersive to play like that. Most of the helicopters, as you saw in the enemy team with that entire segment with the Apache doing runs on that one vehicle, are playing it like it's Battlefield. And the game is Battlefieldy. It's so bullet spongy, it's so ridiculous, there's so much desync that kind of an engagement, which just looks funny from a realistic game standpoint, is kind of standard. We're all just sitting there laughing at this heli pilot and this gunner as they exchange endless amounts of desyncy rounds and do absolutely nothing to each other because of the bugginess of the game. And yet, you know, that's just kind of the way that it is, sadly. And then when you actually play like us and try to utilize the advantage of the ATGMs and fly in a more traditional attack helicopter sense, you just end up, you know, crippled by the handicaps that your helicopter has, and you end up on equal footing with your opponents in a best case scenario, and just immediately strafed by little birds with miniguns and taken out in 2 seconds in a worst case scenario. I take a lot of flack because I always say the word battlefield. I always use it as an adjective, I always use it to describe anything I don't like about Squad, but this legitimately looks like battlefield attack helicopters going head to head with tanks and with themselves, and it just does not feel right. And most of what I just mentioned applies to the helicopter versus the ground targets, but it should be worth noting that the whole air-to-air combat thing to gain air superiority feels pretty cheap as well. It would be one thing if it was jets and you had your air superiority fighters fighting each other so that your cast jets could have the lay of the land, but with attack helicopters, with no added air-to-air missiles or no flares or anything, it just feels dorky, honestly, to be dogfighting in those things. It doesn't feel immersive at all whatsoever, and the fact that that's kind of a requirement to gain enough air superiority to really stand a chance against the ground vehicles is pretty dumb in my opinion. And also the fact that they added thermals and removed the fog, thus giving you the unlimited range for spotting that is not matched by extensive ATGM range, means there's no reason to leave main base. The size of the maps is another huge factor when considering the addition of fixed-winged or even rotary-wing aircraft in an attack role, and honestly the maps just aren't big enough, even to Lille. There was no incentive for me to leave the main base protection bubble unless I had a target. And as a result, both in this match and the next match that we played, the one you saw that little bird killing us in, we basically never left main. And the only counter that the enemy had was main camping us, which they went hard into on the next match, and that's what you saw with that little bird. That was the one time we finally dared to move a little bit further out of main to go for a different target, and just immediately the little bird that's loitering around our main protection that we lost sight of for a second pounces on us. It's just, your visual range exceeds the range of any weapon system by such a huge margin that the helicopters themselves, because they are so fast, are really the only counters to each other, when you could just sit in main and do all of your harassing from there. Anyway, I think I've made my point. I'm going to stop rambling. Balanced? Kind of, especially with a couple of tweaks. Realistic? Absolutely not. At least thematic and immersive? Still no, in my opinion.